Hello and welcome everybody to the CWC week 1 of the playoffs. We got so many amazing things happening over here, and oh my god, so much stuff has been happening throughout this stream chat. Thank you so much everybody, and of course welcome to the games. We do also have Justice as a co-caster tonight, and we will see what will happen over here in the games. We do have CoC, change of circumstance, going against Ulyss, coming up of course from the French community, going against the international community.
Hello,
we do
everyone.
need
So excited for this match.
Hello there, Kishlet. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir. We do need to see how the games will evolve now, and we're gonna also open up the microphone so we get to talk with Justice. But first, I do want to say hello there, Lee. Hello there, ma'am, and thank you so much for the bits. Much appreciated. Takeshi Loves, thank you so much for the tier 1, and good evening, sir. And Sasu, always amazing to see you. Hello, sir, and welcome. Big Z 1992, good evening, sir, and welcome. Crispy AZ, I hope you had a wonderful New Year's Eve. And of course, I do hope you had a very, very good time with whoever you wanted. Welcome back to the stream. Dodgy Rolex, thank you so much for the follow. Linda, good evening, ma'am, and welcome. Good afternoon, actually, on your place. I did see All Triangle also. Good evening, sir, and welcome. Happy Saturday indeed. We do have some new members over here in the subs. Fortuneless Cookie, Monster, Trable Chopisson, Objectus, and Kinim just subscribed. Hello there, and welcome. Didi Dola, thank you so much for the follow and welcome. Sid Brooks 51, good evening, sir, and welcome. We do have Brody Butthead joining us. Good evening, sir, and thank you so much for your prime. We do have also Cleozine, guten Abend, mein Herr, and willkommen. Crispy OZ also did subbed first on the channel. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Also, Mactador Mundi, good evening, sir, and welcome. So now, without further ado, you do see what's happening on the screen. We do need to open up the microphone over here to talk with Justice, and we're gonna see what happens. Hello and good evening.
Good evening, Michael.
How are you doing, sir? How was your week? Amazing. So much content. I saw you everywhere.
Yeah, I'm really on the one casting some games now, and I mean these are just amazing games. So if I want to watch them all, I may as well cast them all, right?
True that. Okay, well, looks like they reset for some reason the map pool, so this is perfect. Actually, we get to see the map pool choices over here, and then we're gonna see the picks and bans. I do want to quickly say that we did reset the bans, so they can pick from all of the 7 maps. And we're going to need to see how the things will evolve between them when they get to the second and the third game. Of course, we need to pass through the first one. I do see on one side, on change of circumstance, Rage with Mule, Ben But Better, and TaskForceFish coming up on their roster. While on the other side, on Ulyss's side, we do have Lege, Chuck, Sprig, and Phyrsos showing up tonight to fight against change of circumstance. This is gonna be quite a fight over here on whichever map it will be chosen. We got 7 Seas, Pangea, Highlands available for them to pick. They did. Oh man. What do you think? Are they gonna go more warlike, or are they gonna go more like pacifist, simming, let's go space kind of action?
I honestly have no idea, and this is also particularly why I'm very pumped for this match, because I do feel like these are really just 8 players which are extremely proven in everything. Like they can sim extremely well, they can do war extremely well, they can zim into war extremely well. Like all of these players can do everything. So yeah. I have no idea, and I'm totally pumped to find out what they're gonna do.
Yeah, looks like they're gonna go for Pangea. Whatever happens next. Pangea is one of those maps that is, I guess, more prone to melee combat rather than naval combat, or I should say land combat versus naval combat. You can sim on it depending on how the map looks. I believe this is standard Aegis Pangea, so we're gonna have Then playing with quite a few mountain ridges between them at the continent splits. We do need to see what they're gonna go for here as bans, and I'm pretty sure since they did take out Mali first, they have quite a bit of history with Mali behind all of this. I know Rage did like to play it at some point. Mir like to play. Actually, sorry, TaskForceFish like to play it, and from the other side, I'm pretty sure Chuck definitely likes to play Mali. But
It's
yeah,
also extremely known. Like as being said, all 8 of these players are very proven in very different roles.
yeah. The top dogs from each community clash tonight. Let's go. Let's see what happens. Looks like Zulu is gonna come up second as a ban here. I'm actually thinking if they're gonna go for that close quarters combat, and of course, most of the time this is what we want to see over here on the stream. Try to see as many of those wars as possible. On Pangea, there is a high probability of that happening. We've seen it even in the other games. Oh my god, so many wars all over the time. KJ,
Yeah, well,
thank you so much for the follow, sir. Yes, sir. Sorry.
the Pangea standard actually tends to be a lot more sim friendly, because like the map is kind of designed to have mountain to have very slim mountain chokes which you can easily block with an early unit, and then it's actually gonna be a sim, and only a couple of matchup are actually really trading. Well, a lot of the map is just stale front line, while people try to go for timings.
Yeah. I did see something, by the way. The Rege's definition is set on classic. This should be actually standard Pangea, if I'm not mistaken. Let me actually quickly double check. They were also talking about the new Civs auto ban. Babylon is also still auto ban. What do you think of this, by the way, while they pick and ban? What do you think of the auto ban, blanket auto ban on all of the new civilizations?
I think this is fair enough, because like generally speaking, for competitive integrity, you just want to test stuff before you let it through,
Yep.
and like, and like people tend to overreact a lot. So like, I think it's very fair to just auto-ban all of these for the whole tournament until they are further tested and adjusted.
Yep. Can we have, I believe we do have somebody here in the chat. Let me see in 1 second.
I mean, that being said, it's also very exciting to sometimes have one guy adapting to a new civ extremely fast and then just show off with it.
Yeah.
But like, just if you look at the sheer numbers of the new civs which are released, I'm under the impression that most of them are extremely strong. So, so under these circumstances, I feel like it's fair enough to just ban them all.
Yeah, at least, you know, give them some time, more than just a few weeks, until they manage to see how they fare against each other and so on and so forth, get the meta changes going. I do see, first of all, we got Jessica in the house. She is here to cheer for TaskForceFish. Welcome, ma'am, and of course, a happy new year to you. Boreal, also good evening, sir. I do also see they did pick up a few new bans. Gold got taken down, Vietnam got taken down, Maori got taken down, and then Kublai Khan China got taken down as well. They're gonna go for Philip II as a first pick on change of circumstance, while Phyrsos with Sprig will go for Lady Six Sky and Poundmaker. Interesting choices over here, going for Lady Six Sky and Poundmaker as the first two of them. Do you think Cree is definitely first pick material over here? First top, I guess, top pick material?
Well, first of all, I think the bans are pretty much a given. Like, these are stock standard tier list for my book. And also the picks kinda are. Like, there can be some discussions of maybe Hungary should be picked above Cree and stuff like this. But it's not that much of a difference. Like all of these four civs are definitely very strong picks, and what you go for really depends on your personal comfort and team synergy.
Okay.
So, like at least from my experience, there's no curveball here.
Oh my god. There we go.
But I think one interesting thing to point out that we definitely see difference between the Pangaea standard wedges and Pangaea classic wedges here, for example. Like while Zulu and Vietnam are banned here, I do feel like the rest of Benson picks are more towards the Zimming side, while like civs like Scythia, Black Queen, Basil and stuff like this is all left open.
Yeah, they did take out Macedon though. And no more Hetari spams all over the map here. Rome looks like it's also going to pick up a ban here. I'm actually curious if they're going to go for any of the Tundra civilizations. Ben is well known for his Russia gameplays, and it doesn't look like they actually took care of Russia now. So we're going to need to see if he wants to go for something like this. I know also Lege really likes to play Canada. Looking at all of the players here, I'm pretty sure we do have them, like you see, like you said, extremely adaptable. I'm actually extremely curious if they're gonna go for any kind of remaps. I have seen in other games in previous series that they went for quite a few remaps, even on Pangaea, and depending on how they see, depending on what they feel like, we might see something like this today. Do you think that ability to be so adaptable is gonna make them, well, it's gonna keep them, or say to them that they need to keep the map, or will they want to change the map because they feel like the spawn is not as OP as they thought it will be? Yeah, Jessica is, sorry.
Yeah, it depends a lot on the picks you have. Like Maya, for example, is definitely a pick which you want to remap for because it can low very well and also low very high. So it has very high variance in the spawns. And like other than this, there's obviously a lot more to remap decision than just players looking at their yields and saying like I like my spawn or not, right? Like people look at score, like if they assume enemy team had builder huts or relic huts, this is a remap reason. Like map position is obviously a big deal. Can we set up a naval trade route? All of the stuff is considered when teams go for a remap vote, and not necessarily just the yields. So sometimes it's kind of hard to see from the outside what actually triggers remap decisions and what not.
Whoa. Wait a second. We got Chuck going for Lotaro, and then Ben is going to pick up Menelik the Second. Have you seen, how long has it been since we've seen actually Menelik the Second on any other map than Highlands?
I mean, to be completely honest, I kind of saw that coming. Ben has been very outspoken about that he thinks Ethiopia is strong, and to see him multiple times scrim with it. So I guess the scrim results were good.
So this is the perfect chance of him showing everybody that Menelik II still has the muscles to trade punches with everybody on the map. Okay, I see how it is. It looks like they did go for Basil II as the 9th man, and then Japan got taken down in the 10th choice. Of course, Chuck did pick up Lotaro. Ben is going to go for Menelik II with Ethiopia. TaskForceFish is going to pick up Cleopatra. And one more pick to go. We got it on Lege. And we're just a few seconds away from figuring out exactly what civilizations will be. They will have a few more seconds after this draft to change positions in higher or lower in the slots, and at the same time also change the civilizations between them. They are now picking in order of priorities and not actually in order of how they will play. MM Lee, hey, welcome to the subs. Hello, thank you so much, Anonymous Gifter.
Ben is definitely playing Menelik, I can tell you that.
Ben is definitely playing Menelik. Okay. And
Yeah.
TaskForceFish, do you think he's gonna go for? I know he really likes. Oh wait a second. I was thinking of Palmaker, but that's from the opposite team. Is he gonna go Cleopatra here? Is he actually gonna go for Cleopatra? Simone. Oh no, he's gonna go for Catherine. Okay, we got Catherine as the last pick over here. Honestly, I'm not so sure what they want to pick here. Like who's gonna play what? That's what I'm thinking of. Who's gonna play what?
Like I'm not too sure either. Like as being said, I'm completely convinced that any player on between these 8 is capable of playing anything.
Yeah.
But like, I do think Wage not really likes to play in Spain, but maybe he will do it anyway.
Oh, look, we got fish on Spain. Okay, we got Ben on Menelik like you predicted. Miel is gonna go for Cleopatra. Rage is gonna go for Matthias Corvinus. While Phyrsos, Lady Siskai, Chuck on Poundmaker. We do have Lege. Oh, wait a second, they're switching. Is it gonna be Chuck on Lady Siskai? Because, okay. Catherine de Medici on Phyrsos. Sprig is gonna be Lotaro. And Lege on Poundmaker. Okay.
Yeah, all in all, like compared to classic witches, these guys definitely picked a lot more sim-oriented civs.
They did,
like
right?
Black
But I guess Black Queen, like you said, Cleopatra, Lotaro are quite, or could be quite aggressive. But then Philip II, Poundmaker, Menelik, I don't know, man. They seem like more sim-oriented. Matthias Corvinus, though, can always do some kind of chaos on the map.
Yeah, that's actually the issue with Hungary in general. Like, from a team perspective, Hungary can just dictate a lot of what happens in a game, right?
Yeah.
Because like if a city state comes with like 6 swordsmen, you just have to respond, or you're just gonna lose the city and get pillaged all over the place, right? So Hungary is extremely good on forcing Zimcivs to actually do something. Like from the outside, it may not look much, but it actually always throws in a big wrench into plans of backland civs.
Yeah.
Like the civ is really capable of really throwing off games.
Wow, big opinion over here. Jessica actually coming up, of course, as a fan of CoC, is telling us that she definitely prefers Ulyss's draft. Did they get out drafted here? Did Ulyss get the civilizations away from CoC?
I don't know. I think Ulyss has like the more obvious timings, if this makes sense, while the draft of CoC is like a bit more all round, a bit more generic. So like I kind of face in CoC just being good players and know what they want to do anyway and find their timings, but it's not necessarily dictated by their picks.
Well, it looks like we do have the first map started here, and I do want to put up really quickly the prediction for how many remaps we're gonna have today. I'm gonna put it for, let's go for 5 minutes and see how this develops. Looks like Hungary is gonna be the first one to talk about on the west side. Do you want to go for what Paul suggested? Try to get all of the civilizations from one team first, and then look at the civilizations from the second team next, and then not from west to east as we usually go for.
Yeah, sure, I guess makes a lot of sense. Also, your Discord stream was not...
Discord stream. Oh, wait, why didn't you tell me, Kick? Okay, there we go.
I mean, to this point it was not really relevant. But yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess it just makes sense because it's more... like people can... I guess it's easier to understand when we talk from team to team.
Yeah, so we do have on one side Ethiopia that has really close to him, what is this, the Dead Sea to the northwest. Ben But Better is going to have his 2-2 base underneath his capital, and it does look like, let's open up the map here and see, he's on the top right part of the map, and they say they have an issue. I don't know what happened. Oh, Muriel, it's different spawns. Okay, so I guess he's going to reconnect. We do have a scout coming up in 3. He should settle, of course, only hills because that's how he gets his bonus into from faith generation into science and culture. We do have him with a decent amount of land, and it does look like he have an enemy webcam now. I guess that's not that close, but it definitely could be. Next up, what do we have? In the south, anybody? Egypt is here, and he's gonna be his ally. Egypt is what is it, Mioel, I believe. He just disconnected, and we can actually see coastal trade routes if they want to on the seas over here on the right side. Can you imagine Egyptian coastal trade routes? Oh yes, let's go. Paulush, hello, bonsoir, et bienvenue. Of course, Happy New Year.
Ethiopia is not particularly known for having a lot of traders, though.
No, it's not. No,
But
it's
we
not.
will
But he
see.
could. Yeah, he could. We'll see. I'm pretty sure they need to get some gold going and to trade with Egypt over here. We do have Egypt also managing to get a decent amount of floodplains. Not bad. Decent food generation from these rice tiles. And I guess the biggest question is, will he prefer to go for the rice tile or go for the 2-2 base? I think rice tile is much better, right? You don't need to spend any gold on the 2-2s and so on and so forth.
Oh yeah, honestly, stone settle would be horrible here. No tiles to work.
Yeah.
Also turn 2, like West is definitely preferable here.
It looks like. We do have him with a decent amount of desert on the west side. Definitely not to prefer, but I guess he's gonna need to do something about it. With next up, Rage on the right.
Desert is awesome.
Sorry.
Desert is awesome.
Desert is awesome. Yeah, I guess you can make it awesome. Yeah, get some Petra, build it in 20 turns, and see amazing tiles afterwards.
No one cares about Petra, but Pyramids is honestly one of the best wonders in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, we do have Rage on the other side with Hungary. He is going to get the ability to levy city-states and apply his military power against an opponent here. And we do have actually the city-states sprinkled around the map entirely, so I believe he's going to have quite a few choices. Usually when Hungary is in the game, it's a good idea to take out your city-states next to you. Not only to benefit from an extra city, but also to deny Hungary's ability to levy those city-states and use their military against you. On the city of Bura, yes, sorry.
The Paul is offering to join the cast.
Oh, sure, yeah. Where are you at? I think I need to drag him, right? Or can you join?
Yeah, I don't think he has content creator, so I guess Paul can just join any voice channel and we will drag it out.
Yeah. Just tell me where he joined so I can drag him.
Yeah, I mean, I guess just keep going through the spawns and I will look.
Okay. We do have next up, who's the fourth one? We got TaskForceFish somewhere on the map here, and we do need to see him. No, this is France. Where's the big boy? Oh, here. Okay, there we go. We got TaskForceFish over here with continent split. An very awkward continent split, by the way. All of this coast is going to be his own continent, and then he has a continent split over here to the northwest. At least he's going to have somebody to attack. I'm pretty sure Cree is not going to be happy when he's going to see those ones over here. Those boats coming towards his capital. Yeah, well, TaskForceFish is going to give Lege a run for his money there. We do have him with a 3-1-1 fish, and by the looks of it, he's also going to have on the west side Catherine de Medici to take care of, but I think with the one-tile chokes on the west side, it should be fine. Honestly, it should be fine. I don't see that much of a way for France to surprise TaskForceFish over here with any kind of attack through the chokes. Next up, let's actually take a look at Phyrsos. Yes, sorry. Yes.
Paul is in FFA 10, by the way.
Paul is in FFA 10. Give me a second. Let me click on buttons over here and scroll. Okay, there we go. Scroll. There we go. Hey, good evening, sir. Guten Abend.
Guys, hello.
Hey, we were using exactly what you told us as a method over here. We're taking it team by team, player by player to see.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I always feel like that's the best way to handle the team. So you get the positioning already with that, right?
Yeah. We were just finishing to go through CoC spawns, and we started looking at Phyrsos here on the west coast to the south of Hungary. He's going to need to push Hungary on land, and I guess this is a good position for Phyrsos to try to keep Hungary busy so he doesn't get to use his military somewhere else.
Yes, for sure. Like France is always happy when you can do some Corsa push or something. Are they on the same continent? That's also a big thing here. Okay, so it's also actually pretty lucky guard possibilities here.
Yeah. Next up, we do have Mapuche in the middle of the land over here, actually with an ability to pressure Spain and Hungary at the same time. He has a decent amount of network connections, southwest, east, north, and so on. Seriously to kill on the east side or west side, depending on where he wants to pressure, and it does seem like so many chops. Oh my god, so many chops. Not good, not all of them good chops.
Is it? Like,
Sorry?
does he have any appeal?
No, the appeal is bad. Yeah,
if this was woods, I would say it's a very nice spawn. I mean, it's with all the jungles, I guess, a bit slower start. But I mean, it's fine. Like Mapuche in the middle of the map means he can send Marlons everywhere, which is just generally a very nice thing.
Yeah, exactly. Coming up next, we do have Maya. Maya does have all of his cities in the range of his capital. By the looks of it, he can place most of them properly. Of course, he doesn't need fresh water, but he does have a lot of plantations to work for those observatories. I see a lot of bananas. I see some coffee tiles. Yeah, sick, very sick observatories indeed. Does he only have coffee?
He has only coffee, but the bananas still do the trick.
Yeah, coffee and bananas.
Adjacency. Like, honestly, this is very well distributed as well. Like, below there's some wine, but I think he can pretty much have almost +4 observatory in every city.
Yeah, I agree. That is going to be awesome. Yeah. So much science over here, so much science. And Lege is the one on the coast in the south. He's gonna be safe in the north, but he's not gonna be safe on the water. As you can see, Spain is to his west side, and it's even in galley range over here. This might be a bit awkward for Cree, but I'm pretty sure his capital is gonna be fine for a little while. We're gonna need to see who's gonna get to that caravel timing and manage to pressure each other. Between the two, doesn't it feel like Spain is a little bit worse off with this spawn?
I mean, I'd say okay, Spain has weird expanse, but I think Spain can make it work. Maybe he's gonna settle the cattle to the east first. He does have a reef, so it's nice campus adjacencies. But yeah, probably generally I would prefer playing Cree here. Although caravel course on Spain is also super strong, right? I mean, it's going to be very interesting if Cree decides to go naval war and get out all the stuff, or maybe he's going to just settle inland and just get bombards and walls up and try to defend as long as possible. Not sure yet.
Yeah, I feel like especially as the southwest is really not a good city, he will probably settle truffles and then inland.
Yeah, agreed.
So like he only is gonna have to coastal, while Spain probably wants to commit to naval warfare. So this will be an interesting matchup.
What I do see, and I gotta point this out, do you see his internal trade routes here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is gonna be awesome.
Oh yeah, right. The camps also count. Yeah.
Didn't even really see that. Like at first, I was a bit sorry for him because like, if you have cattle, you could have had a horse instead, right? Which is much better. But I mean, I guess it's still like the number of deers and cattle he does have. I guess it's fine. Yeah.
6 is actually really high wall.
Yeah, actually it is, right? But imagine if this was like horses and 2-3 deer or first some luxuries. That would be
Yeah,
Super
that's gonna be
strong.
awesome. Oh yeah, but 6 gold internal trade routes. Oh my god, that's gonna be awesome. Doesn't it?
So change of circumstances decided pretty fast on a map. So
Yeah. Oh, they
do you
did
think
also
about the
notice.
play?
They saw
They-
France over here. They met each other. Looks like Spanish warrior met one of the French scouts. Oh,
There's little, yeah. I
oh,
was about
oh,
to say, I feel like there's very little incentive to remap for anyone.
I
yeah,
mean, those strokes are like unpushable. I doubt that France is actually gonna try to attack Spain,
yeah.
or at least not until like artillery balloon and shoot over the mountains or something like that.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I think it's more dangerous for Hungary in the north to actually be pushed here by France. Same continent with much more open space. He can develop cities towards Hungary. I mean, honestly, look at the land in the south. This is definitely not going to be an incentive for him to go and settle Crater Lake or the coast over here.
Yeah, also Mapuche. Like, I really do feel like they want to grief Hungary a lot here. Like, Black Queen probably gonna go curses into them, then Malins will come, and then Guards will come, and Rage will have a very hard game here.
Yeah, I have seen actually Rage multiple times with Hungary, and he has been in so many rel wars. Most of the time, he did extremely well handling the situation in both sides. Like he was levying units all over the map. He was defending. He was counterattacking. He did very well. So I would definitely trust his abilities to adapt to the situation at hand.
Also, he does have a very strong spawn. Like I see a lot of very strong tiles, like Spices 4-2. I think there was a 2-3 deer in his cap. He has some good settles with a lot of.
Is it only me, or do we hear him extremely low?
No, all you got very quiet all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Maybe some micro adjustments. Yeah, I didn't have the closest look on Hungary spawn yet. But,
Is it better now?
Nope.
nope.
Did I?
I mean, I can guess we can tune you up as well, but there has to be a reason you're suddenly quiet, I guess.
Yeah.
How is it now?
Not sure if you moved the microphone or you
Even worse.
changed something, or I don't know. Boreal is telling us since France meet Spain there, Lege should know to make some galleys early. Is he taking sailing now? That's a very good question. We're gonna need to answer it when we actually get into the game here. We do have the quick lobby. They are, for some reason, there was a bit of a mismatch in the versions they were seeing of the map, and now we're getting back in.
Yeah, also I don't necessarily feel like that Cree really needs to rush a galley here, because like his cap and the potential expand are both only one tile exposed. So the cities are not really killable.
We do have a decently split option here, by the way, for how many remaps, and I do have to choose, of course, the none option over here, but this was such I think this was the perfect split that I've seen ever, or the close to perfect split that I've seen ever, like 33-30-ish in the other ones. Like, okay, interesting, very interesting. Yeah. Now we're gonna need to see who's actually gonna get ahead in the game, and I do think we're gonna have quite a few clashes on the map. I think also Ethiopia over there, not Ethiopia, sorry, Egypt over there in the southeast has very good land to sim, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna get to develop his economy over there. The biggest question I have is he gonna go for monumentality, or is he gonna wanna go for normal? Like the normal go for commercials, campuses, and so on technique.
Egypt?
Yes.
I mean, he has stone in the capital, so like I mean, like this is one of the reasons why Egypt is actually popular, because like on Freesome you got the ability to actually be a decent wonder spammer, like go Stonehenge and China Religion, and have a couple of other wonders on the river because of the production bonus on rivers and stuff like this.
Yep.
Can you hear me better now? If not, I don't
much
really know
better.
what.
Yes, this is it.
Perfect.
This is
Okay. All right. Okay, so I got the part about Egypt. Yeah, Egypt is a very good wonder spammer, right? Look, you can go autocracy maybe, like
Yeah.
before you finish your Gov Plaza, like the building in it, like probably audience chamber. You go autocracy, you spam some wonders, Stonehenge, Hanging Gardens, possibly Artemis,
Yeah.
okay, Apadana, maybe, but I mean, there's just a lot of strong early wonders that you want to get, and then you can change to Classical Republic and get Classical Republic Legacy. And yeah, like Egypt is perfect to do that, right? You can stack your bonuses so hard: 25% from the river, 10% from autocracy, 15% from
Quad
wonder
V,
card.
yeah,
Basically, that's just so much.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
very
agree. I agree.
versatile.
Get the
Like it can
Pantheon
do that
also, get the Pantheon, get everything, you know?
Yeah, also
Yeah.
like Cleopatra is a very strong EU, which is why it kind of dominates TV2 meta, I guess, right now.
He's kind of found a way to actually use that UU for some time. I think Cree is next to him on the west side, but Cree is on the coast, so he's not gonna get to attack him anytime soon. Maybe a bit later in the game. North is Ethiopia. He's gonna be safe. Maya, we know Maya is not really the aggressive civilization at the beginning of the game. It does tend to slowly pick up pace as the game goes on, and usually you do tend to prefer to get your defenses going and then get a lot of science, get the observatories, get the the cities, that hexagon of cities and so on, or octagon of cities rather than anything else.
Yeah, but I'm very curious to see how Ben is gonna play that. Like if he just really sims or if he actually sends a real griefing force towards Maya, because like one of the main reasons Ethiopia used to be banned on Highlands is not necessarily only the tile improvement, but also the very strong EU Ethiopia has. I forgot what it's called.
The Oromo, yeah.
Yeah, like the Oromo are pretty much second. Like they are only second to Malon. They are really a very strong griefer unit.
And weren't they nerfed a little bit? I remember a change to one of these units, and oh right, so it's +1 movement if starts in hill and +4 combat when fighting in hills. It doesn't have the ignores movement in I guess the penalty from moving in hills. So at least it was slowed down a little bit. That's still a possible 6 movement, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's still quite a strong cursor unit. I mean, okay, I do also like the 3 side. That's sometimes very nice if you just send a few and you want to steal some builders and stuff, and you just see the guy before he sees you, and then you can snipe those much easier.
Yeah.
But okay, not like before. It was just very much to be on islands because of the movement thingy, because you could grief everybody on the map just like Mapuche.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah. I agree. And the reason it's banned on Highlands, you have so many hills, it's a clear advantage of you getting to your opponent and him not be able to move as fast. I'm actually really curious how Mapuche is going to try to play this. He does have Spain to aggress to the south, and I'm pretty sure he's going to find it out really soon. Are they going to try to pressure Spain as much as possible with the boats of Cree and then some units coming out from Mapuche, so he doesn't let TaskForceFish be himself over here in the southwest? I guess that's a good tactic to have. Or is he gonna try to sim to a later stage? Because honestly, I don't see Spain developing that much here. He does have like, say, 5 cities maybe.
Yeah, he's not gonna have 8 cities anytime, right? Maybe he's gonna settle the other continent to get the what's it called? The trader boost, basically.
Yeah.
But it would just be a city for the purpose of that. I mean, he does have good campuses with all the mountains, especially if he would go like other continent first, then you could go there, have a +5 campus, and maybe set up some good trade routes. So I'm not sure if they can both attack him together that easily, because okay, you say boats, but the problem is with the low water, basically, you can't really attack him, right? So he needs 1 or 2 galleys, and he can plug basically the choke.
Yeah,
So
and we're probably gonna
galleys are
see
not gonna do the
caravels.
trick.
Yeah, we're probably
Yes,
gonna
so
need to see
you would
caravels.
have to wait until caravels, and once we see caravels, it's obvious that Spain must have an advantage there with this caravel course.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gonna quickly
Also-
take a look at the resources here. Yes, please. Before I start, go.
Also, I just wanted to point out that Spain has like another easy expand which can contribute to sea warfare on the lake. Well, Cree only pretty much has 2 coastal expands. And usually Mapuche players send their Malons like everywhere. Like they don't particularly pressure one player, but the whole map. So like Malons are not there to really pressure cities, but just to grief everyone.
Whoa, turn 60 Malons on Ethiopia. Yeah, it might happen. Let's take a look at the resources here. We do have Hungary with iron and the horses that are relatively cheap to get and to acquire in the southeast. He did get his deer tile acquired to the north, 2-3 deer tile, and he's pumping out a settler. Very nice to use the bananas to also grow the city a little bit faster than usual, and we're gonna need to see where his first expand will be. I think actually Rage might want to get the positioning to the south. Yeah, he is actually gonna get the positioning in the south somewhere, so he gets to defend himself against a possible aggression from France. It looks like they're gonna gear up for war early here. Phyrsos does also have iron directly in his capital. He has the horses, but there are 3 tiles out in the north, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna get this second city much closer to that horse tile than his capital will be. Looking at Spain, he does have iron tile, west side, 3 tiles out, a bit expensive. He's sending his first settler towards the second continent, so he gets that trader bonus Paul was talking about. And horses, I see him benefiting from in the second ring of his capital, but he doesn't yet have a builder to improve them. Well, I guess he does have one, but it's sailing away. he's trying to figure out how the choke points look like on the east side.
Yeah, it's actually not too bad. I'm not sure if they know about Cree being there. Like, if they don't know about him, it's actually very valuable information for them.
Yeah, they
right?
don't
know anything about them. So it's actually quite important to reveal is there anybody or not. And probably he's not gonna take animal husbandry anytime soon, so the builder doesn't really have anything to do. And then you can use one-charge builders as a scout. It's very popular.
We do have Lege going for his own sailing 3 turns. It's gonna take a while until he actually pumps out a galley to counter that or have the ability to take over the builder. Miki Sivwachik does also benefit from an iron tile, 2 tiles out. His horses are nowhere to be seen. Actually 4 tiles out from his capital to the northeast. Not really close enough to get acquired, and I'm not even sure he's gonna be incentivized to settle that northeastern city at the beginning, since he's gonna have his hands full with Spain on the coast. On Mapuche, we do have horses in his borders right now to the northwest. He does have iron in the second ring, cheap to acquire, cheap to improve. Maya does have already observatories coming out, possible +2, +3 actually coming up over here. He did pick up Lady of the Reeds and Marshes. Very, very quick pantheon over here coming up from him. I believe he did have a relic earlier. I saw him popping it from a hut, and this might have been also an incentive for them to keep the map. Now, as you can see, he does have 4 to 3 tiles of maze tiles. Amazing. Very, very nice added bonus over here. Okay. Iron to the northeast of Web Canal. He has the horses also southwest, both in the second ring. Cheap to acquire, cheap to improve. Last 2, we do have Egypt with INW being put on a culture tile. That's a coffee tile underneath his settle. A flood, yeah. Unfortunately, he's not going to benefit from Lady of the Reeds and Marshes, but he could try to get Etemenangi here. And we do have him going for that third settler here from Rakedet. He does have iron northeast of Rakedet and clear lack of horses. Wow, his horses are in a line, but oh my god, this is like 4 tiles out. This is just insult to injury over here. Just just out of reach. He cannot. He needs to settle those horses to actually make them gather. Okay, well, it is what it is. In the north, we do have Ethiopia with already holy sites being put down, 2 of them, Adva and Addis Ababa. He is starting to improve his strategic resources, horses to the west side. He does have also an iron tile on the east side, and from what I can see, he's gonna improve his truffle tile also to get that extra amenity. Of course, keeping the happiness level at least a content level is quite important at the beginning of the game, so you don't get any penalties. Very nice Mayan observatories. Oh my god. He does need to improve them all though. He needs irrigation, and it's gonna take a while until he actually gets all of the necessary builder charges to improve everything here.
Yeah, I mean Maya game seems quite nice. The only thing that bothers me is he gonna be 1 pop in his cap when the settler pops?
Yeah.
That might be very bad.
No,
Like-
it's not. It's 7 and 12. So next turn he is gonna he's +1 food right now. So he's he's gonna be 5 forward shoot of no. He's gonna go from 2 from 2.
Okay, then it's fine, I guess.
Yeah. I guess he's after all he has +2 food and it's get half by housing penalty, but doesn't matter. As long as he has +1 food this turn, he's gonna go from 2 to 2.
All right. I also really like the reeds and marshes might also be just a deny for Egypt, right? Like they know Egypt is in the game. Egypt is gonna have floodplains. Might have been a deny as well, and of course it really benefits him as well because he does have some floodplains in the north as well for the first city. Okay, and there's the farm in his cap.
Do you feel like Weeds and Marshes is really a preferable pick for Egypt though? Because most of the time he wants to build the districts and the wonders there and use the tiles up and not work them.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. But I usually try to get one Itemenanki city where I do have all those juicy tiles, and then Lady of the Reeds and Marshes can be quite strong. Okay, but in this case we see that Egypt didn't settle the floodplains for his first expand, so probably he wasn't planning on picking the Pantheon. So yeah, guess you're right there.
Hey, we got a Maya getting a free recon unit. I did notice Egypt is starting to pump out his traders, and war has been declared between the two sides. We do have some Hungarian units getting next to the French side, and it does look like Hungary is going to want to get these settlers to the south. Debrecen and another settler is going to go for that spy style to the south. Looking at France immediately coming with a few defensive archers, which could easily turn into offensive archers if he wants to start to pressure Hungary at horses. At the moment, we do also have Mapuche getting his third settlers out, and I do see a builder is gonna be trained over here in Ngulu Mapu, and one in Wente Mapu. Actually, interesting choice over here to go for builder first in his second city instead of the monument. Is it that valuable? Does he? Well, I guess he does need the iron. But, oh, he wants the Shemamul.
No, Sprig is going for irrigation right now, and he will turn all these 3-1 bananas into beautiful tiles, and I love it.
Yes, I totally agree. Early builders feels like it's the meta right now. I see a lot of players going for the early builders here.
Mm-hmm.
Just since the irrigation buff, where it gets 1 production on flat tiles, it's the
best
super valuable to yeah, that's it. It's and it comes super early, right? You need 2 texts to unlock it. And yeah, he also has Chemamules, right? So maybe in Vento Mapu, you see it there. He has some tiles where I could put them on. Also quite strong tiles. It's 3 culture for free, so much better than a monument actually.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, on his spawn, definitely early builders are the way to go.
What kind of religion we will see here from Ethiopia? He did go for Pantheon Secret Path. He's gonna get the extra adjacency from his forest and the rainforest around his districts, which I'm pretty sure he's gonna want to chop at some point in the game. But at the beginning, he's getting some value out of this. Interesting that he didn't go for Earth Goddess here. Did anybody get Earth Goddess from him? City Patron Goddess.
What did Ethiopia get?
Sacred Path. So he has like a plus 4 holy site here. He has another plus 5 over here, 6 actually over here.
This surprises me a lot because, like, first off, Ethiopia is usually a civ which doesn't like to spam holy sites, like maximum 3 holy sites, and then get faith just from other sources. And like pick like Sacred Path kind of is only really valuable if you holy set spam.
Mhm.
Also, I kind of feel like if he chops everything, he may even be better off with River Goddess here. If he wants to holy set spam, so
I haven't seen
mean,
actually River Goddess in some time being preferred by the players, even by Khmer. I've seen it. I've seen other stuff being preferred since it lost that extra adjacency. The faith.
I mean, it still gives you +1/+1, so
Yeah.
uh,
Oh, we got a
So,
big question. Are galleys out? That's the biggest question in the game. No, that's the answer. We got Alpha actually coming up with a settlement in 5. Looks like Mapuche with the warrior was getting in. Spain might actually lose a scout here if he doesn't move it away. There is a Cree scout and that warrior from Mapuche just standing to hit the scout.
Yeah, that's actually very nice for what team is it?
CoC or
Ulyss,
no,
yeah,
for
yeah.
Ulyss, yeah.
Yeah, Ulyss, very nice for them because delaying. Okay, he upgraded into an archer. That was important. Like otherwise, if they can delay his settle or just block it off completely,
Yeah.
Spain would be in a very bad position, right? Because he doesn't have anywhere else to go to. So yeah, definitely it was right for them to upgrade the archer, so the archer can just shoot all the units down and he can get the settler out.
the leader's already pretty painful settle. But Fish going for a triple settler opening here. What do you think about that?
He's going the greedy way. I mean, this is a typical Fish grid over here. We do have him getting the one from Alpha, getting the one from Bravo. Toledo did get placed in a certain way that he can place another city here next to that warrior of his on the iron tiles. So he's trying to max out as much as possible his land availability. He knows he's kind of cramped in. So we'll see how he manages to do this. This is actually a relatively defensive position to the northeast. He can keep out even Manor Raiders from Mapuche and Cree scouts. But he needs to somehow get out of here.
Also, Fish is, he got early Empire, right? So it's the classical 2 settlers into 2 more settlers with early Empire. From first expand and cap, so it's actually still the usual stuff.
Oh, he already got early.
Yeah, it's early Empire. Yeah, because otherwise I would hate it, but with early Empire, it's.
But
of course,
now
totally
I see
fine
no
to get
additional
yourself some
culture for
stuff.
him.
Probably he got all the boosts, but still, it's a bit. It's
But he's on
very
7
early,
culture.
right?
He's
Can
on
we
7 culture.
check
Maybe,
what did the other
monument?
guys stack at the moment? Like compare it to.
Maybe they
Maybe he
bought
has
him a
some-
monument.
Yeah, or he got a quest in a culture CS, something like that.
Yeah.
And yes, he does have a monument.
Yeah, I think they actually bought him a monument. In the cap, it's not that usual to get a monument so early on. As in, with all of the other stuff that he needed to do, the settlers and the archers and scouts and so on. Let's see. We got 8 more turns to go for, and I do want to check out each of the pantheons here. It looks like, yes, the Shiva Moles were the first choice here for Wentemapu's builder. Is he going to go for 2 of them? Yeah, he's probably going to go for 2 of them. We do have a +3 campus to the east of that city center, and we do see the bananas and the rainforest to the south giving that extra adjacency. The 3 culture is going to help him get more out of that city center for, well, compared to Monument. Thank you so much, Anonymous Gifter. Oh my god, Anonymous Gifter is amazing tonight, I gotta say. So thank you so much. Inferno, welcome. It looks like Ngulumapu did go for Goddess of Festivals as a pantheon. This is the pantheon that gives you the culture from the plantations, I believe. So he's gonna get, oh my god, so much culture over here. This is gonna be great.
A lot of plantations you go for.
Yeah.
And as Maya already had first tips on weeds and marshes, I guess that's pretty natural.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have the plantations, let's go for it, yeah.
Hungary actually, I'm a bit scared for Hungary now.
He was feeling it. Like honestly,
I don't know. Oh my god.
He has already 6 archers out.
I do like it. I do like it.
Yeah, he doesn't care about general at all. Like this guy just goes for straight horses, and these archers will only have one direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's France archers. It's just early +3, which is at least something. And the time it takes for Rage's cap to bring an archer to the front city, that also takes quite some time, right? So okay, he's sending the trader back, which is very important to get the road done and stuff.
Yeah.
He is finishing all his commercials, so he says, okay, I'm not afraid of you, and France says, okay, that's a big mistake, and we're gonna have to see how it turns out.
Look,
he's an animal.
Which is an animal. This is like
no, please don't use those terms. So
he is researching animal husbandry. Is what we're talking.
Oh, he's on animal husbandry.
No, he's not saying Rage is an animal.
Yeah, he was researching animal last time. So this is important because this tells us that he is extremely far away from horseback, and Phyrsos will have it next time.
And I mean, the only upside from it is basically that he can build some slingers and upgrade them, because he hasn't got archery, but those are going to be late horses.
And look at the difference in the military. We got 180 military on Phyrsos, while Rage is barely on 48. He just bought a slinger, but honestly, that's 5 mil strength. That's not going to count for nothing.
Also, that's on... Is the city on floodplains or not? No. It was on spices, right? So even on a hill.
Yeah.
That's very nice to be on a hill and you can shoot down the floodplain tiles. That's actually very good fun.
Still extremely spicy. Like Phyrsos definitely has the timing on here.
Yes, for sure.
It does. And look at the preparation from Phyrsos. He's getting his builders exactly at the places, the correct timing to start chopping down horses as soon as he gets horseback riding. I'm really curious if he actually got maneuver. Yeah, he already has maneuver in, so he's ready to chop with the half coast card. Perfect. This is, oh my god.
Yeah, so he went full all in. He didn't care about any government titles or something. He just went horseback and maneuver card straight.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting. I mean, it's obviously like an all-in push, like all-in from him, and now the other team is gonna have to put all the resources into Rage. They're gonna have to spend every bit of gold they have on Rage to buy slingers or upgrade them. Yeah, gonna be interesting.
They just saw, by the way, they saw what's happening. I think Rage at the moment will need to do something to get back into this. He is gonna get at least the gold for going for him. He does have the same amount of production almost as Phyrsos. It's very unfortunate. Well, I guess.
Okay, France chopped. Horses out next turn.
Yeah, that's such a fast horse. He's not even. I'm not even sure he's ever gonna get a horse.
Dislike is that there's no builder on the 1-3 in Rouen, so if you would chop that, he would be 1 turn faster with his horse. But okay, I guess you can't do everything.
Is there also enough gold to maybe even buy an additional horse?
51, 38, 41. Not really. 92 plus 38. Yeah, they're trying. You see, they're
in
trying.
1 or 2 turns, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I was having
Next turn. They might have it
Next
next
turn.
turn.
and like Todd would strongly believes that you can actually throw up a lot of people with the direct horse rush because it's so meta to secure the general first.
Yeah.
And I love to be it shown in a competitive match here now.
And
Also, you see the
and-
archers already shooting down Pex, which is only 10 city strength. He might just move in with the warrior at some point and get that. Hungary has to be very careful here.
And
Yeah,
the players
that's what, like,
kinda got used
I
to
thought
settling 5 cities instead of going for the defenses. Even Rage, right? Going for that extra settler from Bura. Yes, he's gonna get like long-term advantages for having an extra city center compared to France. But in the close time, in the early wars, he's gonna have a disadvantage in number of troops that he has on the field.
Yeah, that's basically always the important discussion, right? Is it like, can you greed out, and
Oh, that
if you
city's
can,
gonna
you
fall.
win? And yes, it might just fall next turn. He gets 1, 2, 3, 4 archer shots and
And
1
bam.
warrior. If it stays 10 city strength, it's I think it dies. Like if he doesn't put the slinger next to Pex, and that slinger is just gonna get killed quite easily. He might just lose the city there.
They have enough gold for a warrior, but if they buy him a warrior now, he's not gonna upgrade the slingers into warriors. Is this the moment Hungary actually gives up on Pex?
Honestly, he has like what 4 or 5 turns on horseback. I don't think
Yeah, I
this
think
is defendable.
Pex is just dead.
Even
Yeah, just dies now. 2 archers and warrior.
Wow.
And that is very bad, right? So that means already all the stuff that France did paid off. And now it's just 4 cities from France versus 3 cities from Hungary.
He
And
might
we
even
still
keep
have... Yeah, I think so, he does. Put the governor in it, make maybe Magnus. He should be able to like not lose it due to loyalty problems. And his horses are on the way. And Rage is 6 turns from horseback.
That's
That's
devastating.
Wow. All of that advantage that Hungary was
Right.
trying to build up for himself just went poof into the air. Wow. And
I really have to. Sorry, go ahead.
yes, go.
I just wanted to point out that it really takes the guts from Phyrsos here to make a play like this, and this is why so little people do it. Because if Phyrsos doesn't get anything here, his game is pretty much over. Like this is really all in from Phyrsos, and I love that he executes on it and succeeds. Because this really takes some guts to make a play like this.
And
We might
now
even
see
have
the trader
him.
from Paris.
Sorry, trader from Paris.
We see
Paris.
trader from
it's gonna-
Paris. I'm pretty sure he's gonna send it to Pex and then from Pex to Paris.
connected
That
to
way
the
he gets a
capital.
road. That way
Yeah.
he can boost the front city. Really like his play there.
I did notice he's not at the golden age yet. He's 18 out of 19, and he's gonna need that one more point to actually manage to get the golden age. Maybe he's gonna get it, maybe not. We definitely need to see what's gonna happen here in the next two turns. And we do have everybody else getting to their golden age options, and we do see Spain is starting to get those boats out, starting to put extra cities. Also, his government plaza. A quick look at Mapuche. We do have so much culture coming up from Mapuche, by the way. Oh my god, 14 culture already on 12 science. But look at Ben go, 17 culture, 9 science. He did go for Moksha first and religion. Also the ASD. Choral music with lay ministry. He's gonna try to get as much culture as possible here.
Lege actually tells that, like, especially Lay Ministry, though, tells actually a lot about what he wants to do.
Yeah.
Like, he just goes for culture, I guess. Like spamming the theater squares and hope to not die to Maya.
Well, That's gonna be quite late in the game when Maya's gonna want to come out of his territory. The biggest thing is Hungary gonna full die here, or is he just gonna lose one city that he might never get back? Well, I guess Yerevan here could be levied and used to attack packs.
I mean, okay, a horse starts hitting, can start hitting the city next turn, right? So it's really close.
Oh man.
Um,
Yeah. And that city doesn't even have a warrior in. Oh man.
So we do see Hungary with a good amount of archers now, so that's like very important. But I mean, France already has all of them as well, right? And now if the warrior dies next to Debrecen, or he has to give up the tile, we have now 2 tiles that he can slam from with a horse quite easily.
And
It was a
the
misplay.
second horse.
It was a huge misplay. He just moved the archer on the woods, so now his other horse can't go there.
Yeah,
that
Phyrsos got a
hurts.
little bit
That was a misplay.
trigger happy there. Oh well. I do want to take a look at their pantheons here. God of War and Plunder for Hungary. He's of course getting extra merchants. Not that it matters that much right now. We got Maya, Lady of the Reeds and Marshes. Let's see on Cree. Cree is God of Open Sky. He's getting that extra culture from his pastures, and he did improve quite a few of them now.
And he might lose his settler to the scout.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
Oh wow. Well, I guess
Actually,
Mira was
also
just waiting for this.
Yeah, very well played from Egypt. Like you gotta know about where to put your scouts and stuff, where settlers can see them and how you can snatch them.
Exactly.
Yeah. But honestly, CoC might need something like a settler snatch right now, because I do
Yes.
feel like if the Brescian falls as well, they might be tempted to CC early here.
Okay, and Leash deleted his settler.
What?
Right call, right? Because
Yeah.
otherwise it would just be a feat, but hurts a lot, obviously.
Well, you gotta take the small wins, man. You gotta take the small wins. I'm actually
pretty
quite
sure the city dies next turn. Like next turn, it's just two horse taps, right?
I'm actually
Should be over.
a bit surprised Hungary didn't choose to keep the warrior inside to boost it a little bit, you know. But I guess it is what it is. We see the warrior actually move back to the west of Debrecen, so that might actually delay this if he doesn't move the horse and takes over the.
It doesn't. I think you tap the city with the horse right now, and then next turn you shoot
you
the
just
warrior
take it
with,
down.
with an archer or something. Like it's dead for sure. And losing 2 cities, I'm pretty sure Rage is just full dead now, because I saw France going for bronze working as well. He's gonna have a general at some point. Like, yeah, we see the encampment down.
Yeah.
Then he's gonna double project, get his general out, and then he has 3 intel plus 5 from general, plus 8 horses.
This reminds me of the meta we had a few years ago. Oh my god. This is exactly what it was. Getting builders out, you just chopped as many horses and just send them to your opponent. That's it. And boom.
Yeah,
boom
but
goes
He
the
chose
city.
to kill the warrior instantly, which is also fine. He's still gonna set the city, still gonna get the city, and there it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like if we talk about meta, that's the interesting thing about the meta game in general, though, right? Like what right now the meta was getting more and more greedy. Like people started to adjust to 5 or even 6 city openings.
Yeah.
And as long as everyone is doing it, it just pays off, right? But like as soon as the one guy gets punished, like we see right here, and then everyone will probably reconsider. Okay, do I really go 5 city opening here?
Yeah.
This is an interesting thing, because as everyone goes greedy, you just get away with it. But as soon as one guy punishes you, you're dead.
That is unbelievable that it's happening right here, right now. And of course, we do see Rage is not going to give up on this. He's going to try to get as many of those archers as possible. The big thing is, unfortunately, the archers of France are much stronger because of the extra intel on opponent's movement. The +3, especially at the beginning of the game, does give you quite a bit of an advantage. We do have him also discovering horseback riding and getting political philosophy next turn, and it does seem like they don't actually have... they do have enough gold to give him for 1 horse. So he can immediately buy out a horse or even chop a horse with the builder. He does have a 3-charge builder next to the city of Bura. Is this a possibility though? Is this a possibility of a comeback? I'm sure Lege is going to try to do a comeback here.
I'm
Is it
pretty
possible?
sure there's not gonna be any sort of comeback. He might be able to hold, but I would say the chances for that are very low.
Oh no!
If he does,
Oh, he did. Okay.
okay, that did die, but
Yeah. At the
now he
expense
has a lot
the
of
warrior.
archers that already ended their turn, and France can shoot the warrior, move with the horses. I'm pretty sure Rage is not gonna survive this long term.
Okay, so they're giving him all of the gold. He just bought a horse. He's probably gonna chop something here with the builder. I'm not sure what, but it looks like, of course, he can move with the horse even. Oh, he was... Oh, no, wait. He can't move with this horse because he bought it. He can... If he would have chopped the horse, he could have moved the horse. We'll see. I don't know yet. I don't know. Definitely France, when he's gonna get his general, that's gonna be an advantage. We do need to see if he's actually acquiring points. No, he didn't use the card yet, but he's going in camp on training projects, even positioning his builders to chop, and keeps on chopping horses. This is an all-in from France. This is just, he got a foothold in the Hungarian Empire. It's an all-in. We got a new era started up. Phyrsos is in a pen, brush, and voice golden. She's gonna get his culture and extra gold from each of these districts. He only has one. He's building another one, but as you can see, it's gonna take a while.
Sorry to interrupt you, but
Yes.
I just want to quickly add, if a guy is pushing like that, the team is also very willing to do stuff like bang your catapult or stuff like this to keep the push rolling. So this is not only Phyrsos committing, I'm pretty sure he has all the team gold behind him.
Yeah, I saw the gold over there is quite distracting. On Phyrsos is on -7 gold a turn now. We do have Chak on 39 though, Lege is on 20, Sprig is on 19, and as you can see, the archers of Hungary are dying left, right, and center. Quite a problem. Sprig is also pen, brush, and voice golden 17 and 24. We do have him putting down the Temple of Artemis next to his capital, going for that 4th and 5th settle west of Mapu and east of Mapu. Even building another one from Mapu. Oh, actually,
Yeah,
two of them.
it's an interesting campus open now, because these are not the strongest campuses one has ever seen, right? But
Yeah,
I guess good enough for him to maybe go into commercials now. Maybe some discounted ones, not sure. Okay, probably not, now that he put down the encampment. But okay, the encampment also already tells us a lot about his intentions, right?
Yeah, he's gonna pressure Spain. Yeah,
means he's gonna pressure Spain here for sure. Okay, what's up with
one sec.
yeah,
Chuck,
what's up with Maya, Lege and stuff? We didn't really see much of them.
Maya getting Zhang Heng, didn't actually discover Hypatia yet, or reveal Hypatia yet. Going for as many cities as possible from the beginning. He knows he's not going to get pressured by anybody. He's in a relatively safe position. We do have Lege 9 and 13. Looks like he went for Magnus Internals, getting his arbors down. He's getting pillaged a little bit here by that Egyptian scout, and of course he did lose one of his settlers. We'll need to see if Fish is going to have enough power to actually get to caravels faster than Cree and maybe counterbalance this. Get back. On the other side, TaskForceFish 14-13. He does have 21 gold a turn, and it does seem like with 53 production, he is overpowering Lege's production for the beginning of the game. We're going to need to see how this changes up. We do have actually 2 horses now from Hungary defending the city of Bura. He's getting another one here, and it looks like Irel war has started for Hungary. Doesn't look like France is going to be into this, and like you were saying, the trader is building a road between the capital city of France and the forward city that he got from Hungary, Pex. This is that also had a road between it and Bura, so there's a direct connection cap to cap here for those units to move through. Bend but better with a monumentality golden age on Ethiopia. He's going to get to use his 48 faith a turn to buy out builders, buy out settlers, and expand his territory. He's doing just that right now, getting some temples going, more faith from the holy sites in Gondar, and I do see him trying to expand and settle all of this land over here. He is to the north of Egypt, and of course Egypt. Actually Egypt early entertainment complex. Okay, is this gonna be a... Wait a second, he's plugging Moksha. I'm not sure if that's gonna be his the thing. I was expecting Magnus in there, but I guess it is what it is. If he's gonna go for Colosseum fast. Muriel is in a pen brush and voice golden age, 10 science, 24 culture with 27 gold, 10, 60 production. It does have more of these settlers in queues, and I do see he did settle 4 cities at the moment. He's going to be on the 5th one soon, north of Thebes, 6th coming up in the production queues. Rage, pen brush and voice golden age, 1 single district to use. Going to be very problematic here, very problematic. With France bearing down on him with so many units from the south, about to get a general here. Paris is well on its way to conquer Buddha. That was such a good synchronization, by the way, of moves from Phyrsos. It's like everything he did lined up.
Yeah, and as I tried to point out earlier, it really has to. Like, this is really an all-in push, and when it works out, you look like a hero, but
when it doesn't,
often
you
enough
look like
fails miserably, and then your game is pretty much over. So
yeah.
I really cannot state enough how much guts it takes to execute like that.
Yeah, well, and to be fair, I don't think he had any other chance. Like, this land is so bad for him. This is not some land you want to develop your empire in and get to guard Imperials, right?
We also do see the city of Nantes in the south. Probably it is on a horse, right? Yeah. Or is it just on a hill?
It's just on a hill.
Just on a hill. Okay, I thought he would have settled that for extra horses. Then he's actually, yeah, he saw shit land and he was like, fuck it, okay, I go non-fresh, I make something out of this, and I go early war. Very interesting play here.
Yep.
Like,
Try
if
to
it
make the
doesn't
most.
work out, then he has the much worse spawn and just can't do anything. But now, actually, everything went fine for him.
I was very surprised about... Well, I guess the second he saw commercials being put down by Hungary, he knew that his attack will probably work. Going for commercials, spending that much science at the beginning of the game, especially so close to somebody that can horse rush you, is extremely dangerous. The time that it gets you to get back. I mean, by the time Hungary got horse technology, he already lost 2 cities.
Yeah.
Yes, but I really want to reiterate because like it seems so obvious when Phyrsos executes on it properly, but like it's in so many games we've seen people just play along, like just ignoring the other guy. Okay, he goes commercials and 6 city opening. Okay, I go 5 city opening, place my encampment down and play along and wait, right? But this was really like took his foot down here and just clicked on horses as he loaded in and just goes for it. And it's beautiful to see that it works out.
Amazing.
Like I think this push right here will really influence the upcoming meta here right now, because it was getting really meta to go 5 or even 6 city openings without any thought.
Yeah, I mean, on maps like Highlands, for example, or even 7 Seas, you can afford to do that. On maps like Pangea, it's very, very problematic to do that. As we see right here, this is a statement, like you say, of why it's very, very dangerous. The biggest question is, even if, okay, Hungary maybe will keep his borders for a little while longer. I don't know if he's going to be like 10 turns or 20 turns or even like 40 turns until guards arrive. Or can they survive without Hungary? Can they try to get something done out of this game without Hungary in a 4 versus 3 situation?
Probably not, in my opinion. Like, I've seen it once where a team won a 3v4. It was actually
yeah.
my team, and I think you casted it.
Yeah.
In the German
That's
league.
why I'm saying. I mean, we've seen it. I
But
mean,
it's so improbable, and I think the player level here is a bit higher than it was back then. Like in the game that we actually still managed to win. So yeah, I don't really see a chance without Rage here. You lose a military alliance. Rage was the gold maker here. I mean, okay, I guess Egypt is still quite good, but also Spain is gonna have a very hard time, right? He's gonna have to defend Mapuche from the north. He's gonna have to get caravels going. And I mean, I don't know about the chokes. Maybe France is not gonna be able to do anything, but France is surely gonna send his units to him, and he is gonna have to put a few units down to get all the chokes secured.
Oh, I see. One of the Hungarian horses died. It looks like it's all about the first moves here. France might actually lose another horse or two, but it does look like Hungary, well, is in a world of trouble. What I do see also, France lost quite a few of his archers. He was on 6, now he's on 3, or even 7, I believe. And of course, he did just build horses in the meantime. He keeps on building horses, and he's going to have a lot of damage when that general gets onto the front line. I'm pretty sure in Camel Training Project finishing up next turn. Was this the first one? No, this is actually the second project he's getting. And honestly, I'm not even sure why he's doing it, because he is getting 3 general points a turn anyway. He plugged in the card, so this looks like a bit over the top. B-Bulb, good evening, sir. The problem here is people go general and then push. By that time it's already too late. I agree. I think Spain will get Princeton. That will invoke a forfeit. Well, it looks like Mapuche at the moment he's taking his time, but he did put down that encampment here, and we're going to need to see when he decides to do something about this. Spain is getting to his 7 pop, putting down quite a few lighthouses, and he's going to have quite a few of those trade routes. Okay, there we go. Hungary actually did get back his placement. Looks like the horses cannot push anymore at the moment. I'm actually curious. You see, Hungary did start to get general points, by the way. He did plug in the card. He knows that he needs to get. Yeah, he's carding this. I mean, he needs to, right? There's no other way. He doesn't have an encampment, and I mean, he needs to do it. Whatever happens, he needs to do it.
But like honestly, if you see a guy carding, you can probably deny it. Like France can just take 2, and then Mapuche can take 2, stuff like this.
Yeah, I agree. If Sprig is gonna get that message, and if he is actually gonna decide to do that, those are big ifs, though. I know what you're saying. Definitely possible. I'm just saying there are so many ifs to it. Speaker 27 is saying he can't remember the last time he saw fish get killed. Yeah, I agree. Fish over here.
Honestly, if we want to be a bit optimistic here for CoC, because like obviously they are put at an extreme disadvantage with Rage probably dying here.
Yep.
I can actually Spain see defending, like he just has like there are multiple one-tile chokes to France, so like and he also has cities in place, so he can kind of buy out all the tiles, so he cannot be tunneled in on God Imperial timing.
Yeah.
Then like having a couple of pikemen's on the north chokes against the Malins does seem doable as well. And once again, he's up against the Cree with only 2 coastals, and he had to delete the settler. So, like, he is kind of 1v3, but it doesn't seem like there's like not really that much of a completely decisive push against him, which is not doable. And they also are on rotating times. So I kind of do believe in the ability of Fish defending here. I don't necessarily see him winning with that, but I don't see Spain easily dying as well.
Well, I see 2 things happening. First of all, another 2 horses died from France, while only 1 horse died from Hungary. Hungary is getting ancient walls in 2. That's gonna at least delay the takeover of his capital city. We definitely need another builder over here for Buddha to get some extra chops in, and it does seem like new horses are coming out from France from the south. Ooh, that's another one taken down. We do have Cree only on 4 cities. He's going to get his 5th one soon to the south, where he wanted to settle in the first place, but he needed to make that space safe. And I did see Egypt did manage to put down a significant amount of these commercials, and he's going for his arena. Still did not plug in Governor Magnus over here to chop Colosseum out. Is this Colosseum play?
Probably.
Probably, right?
Probably, otherwise-
Like,
Colosseum.
Otherwise, you don't build the arena if you don't go.
I
don't
know,
go
right?
Colosseum. I mean, sometimes you do an entertainment complex for the theater adjacencies, but
Yeah.
if you go arena, you wanna go Colosseum.
I know, right? But it feels like, okay, is this intended? Like Governor Magnus is more important to give the extra production in Rocket Death rather than used for chopping? He does have 4 really strong chops over here in his city. I guess he didn't want to spend the builder charges. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Rage trying to delay the takeover. He got another one of those horses from France, and it looks like he's going to lose another archer. Quite unfortunate, though. The archers are extremely important in this position to defend yourself with, and especially if you don't have enough. Oh no, this horse. Oh no, no, that's going to die. Oh man,
Yes.
the archers.
We see walls going up next turn, but I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure France teched engineering. I think he should be on 2 turns or something. Maybe you can check.
Yeah, he's 3 turns.
Okay, he's
yeah.
on 3 turns. And probably they want to save up to buy the catapult. And then he needs 2 shots from the capital, city sieged, and then capital's gonna die. And then, yeah, that's it with Rage.
Whoa.
Is there any possibility to get the safe city by choosing a city-state, levying, and then with those units killing another city-state? Like, for example, Rage would choose Fez,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
get the stuff,
I'm looking
and
at.
maybe Ethiopia helps a little, does the siege and gets it down to 0 HP, and then he could just take it. That would be an amazing
really
escape plan.
help though, because there's no way that Rage gets to Swordsman.
Yeah. So yeah, they would of course have to help
They
out.
really need to
but,
prepare.
I mean, at least
like
you can use a
Vatican
warrior
City
to take
only
it
has
over or
one
something.
warrior.
Yeah. Oh yeah, at least for a few turns, the city of Bora is gonna be safe. He's trying to get a few warriors out this time, actually. Oh, okay, there we go. He switched to archers. I was wondering why he's going warriors. There are more than enough units here from France to keep on pressuring Hungary, and of course we do see walls going up in Esztergom as well. They might try to go for something like this, maybe for example choosing Vatican City and going for Fez. I don't see Ethiopia actually benefiting from that many units. He's getting a horse from Soro, which might help to take over Fez.
Actually, Wage going for theology, probably for the envoy, which kind of tells that they are trying what Paul just proposed.
Yes, I agree. We're gonna have to watch closely when he chooses any city-states and levies.
I do want to quickly go over the city-states and see exactly what do we have to deal with in the game. We got Ayutthaya with Kumasi. Ayutthaya being kept by Ben over here, Ethiopia. He's going to get quite big in the culture. We got a cat with Valletta, Kabul, and Gazargamu for the military bonuses. Vatican City, Jerusalem, and Yerevan. Yeah, coming up for religion, and of course having 3 of them for Ethiopia is going to be amazing. Fez is the only one for science bonuses. We got Singapore for industry, and that's about it. Like, are we missing something? No, that's okay. All of the types in the game. Yeah, looks like we do have Ethiopia actually with Ayafaya Jokpul here to the north. Ben is getting a settler relatively close to it. He's going to get another coastal settle. And he is going for the coast. Look at that. He's going to get to set up those coastal trade routes over here between Egypt and him.
Yeah, so they're probably gonna try to play it even when Rage dies. And then I guess what's important is that Spain doesn't have to care about gold. So
Yeah.
it's important for Egypt and Ethiopia to set naval trades up as soon as possible, and then yeah, so that they can upgrade Task everything he needs. And he's gonna need a lot of gold, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, Task is in a relatively good position to pressure Cree, especially since he has these 3 coastals right next to him. Pretty sure Spain should be ahead in the Great Animal scene. Yeah, he's on 3 versus Cree's 2. Of course, none of the Renaissance giving bonuses animals are discovered yet. But we do have some harbor shipping projects starting to come up here. Now we will see Mapuche pressure Foxtrot soon. It looks like Mapuche did get a settler towards the Inapira Mapu, and he's gonna settle probably in the next 2 turns to the west of its position. With the encampment coming out from Inapira Mapu, and that is of course gonna be an extra damage for those Malon Raiders, and we do need to see if Mapuche is going to want to do that, if it's going to go more slow, if he's going to go for the stronger timing to stop Spain from getting his caravels, or even force him to put more production into his land units rather than naval. Etemenanki coming up next. Oh my god, this city. Oh wow. This city is going to be so good. I want to see this. I want to see the transformation of Uxmal. Is this Uxmal? Is this pronounced Uxmal or Uxmal?
What do you mean? These are already 4 tiles. Now they have 5-5, even better.
Yeah. This is amazing. And some science, right? Wait, Phyrsos is asking. Oh my god, he got all of the tiles around it. Oh no. Bonus number 3, thank you so much for the follow, sir. Also, Mighty Travels, the longer France takes, the more irrelevant he is in the late game. Don't think they'll forfeit straight away. So, yeah, I guess they're going to try to make it as painful as possible. And maybe... Oh, look at that. Hungary did get Fez.
Yes, there we go. So now the question is, where does he go with it? Like, Vatican would be a much easier target, but... maybe he's gonna go against Venice.
I see horses, Addis Ababa. Okay.
Also, I do feel like what Mighty is saying, yeah, one's obviously gonna suffer from that as well, but the main point in Timus is just having another military alliance and another vote in the Congress. So, I would say pretty much right now, if Wage can escape on another city-state, they can play on. But if Wage Pool dies, they're gonna be in deep, deep trouble.
Yeah, we do have a catapult coming up from Pex. Looks like he is gonna try to chop it out and be faster on it and get it to Buddha. We can actually count how fast he can get to Vatican City, right? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay.
Yeah, but at that point the city should be like already low life, attacked by the horses from Ethiopia.
Yeah, but that's 9 turns he needs to stay alive.
Far away. Yeah.
I don't know. 9 cities, that's a long... 9 turns, that's a long way. Very long way.
Also, they are lucky enough that Fest built the walls, not Vatican.
Yeah, true. That might have... That probably made the decision easier. Which one will they go for? Vatican City was much closer with the warrior to Fez than the other way around. And anyway, we do have horses coming up here from Adva and Addis Ababa. He needs to be careful how he's going to keep Vatican City low enough for Hungary to actually take it over. And we do see, of course, the Levy units moving towards Vatican City. City of... Oh, I see. Okay, interesting. We do have France over here trying to be faster on this, and he's going to start attacking Estergom at the same time as Buddha. Good thing that Rage did start to build walls for some time now, and they're going to go up next turn.
Yeah, I do like the play by France, and I'm not sure if the walls can save it, because he might be able to slam through the walls and just attack it. It has only 26 strength, like
yeah.
the cap has 42, right? You can't slam into that. But 26 triumph with walls, you might just sacrifice a horse or
A few
two.
horses. Yeah.
Also look at depression. Like Phyrsos doesn't even care about team money for buying a catapult. He just goes for Magnus and pops a build the next turn and gonna chop out all the catapults he wants.
Yeah. And like killing early means you can still come back into the game. Like your settler cost is super low. He only made 2 settlers this game, right?
Yeah.
So if you put settler card in, he's gonna 2 or 3 turn his settlers in a lot of cities. So he can easily go up to like 12 cities. No one's gonna bother him because Spain has other stuff to do, right? He's busy. So we can freeze him from now on. Okay, they bought the horse to,
Okay, that
to
definitely
avoid
delays it.
getting,
Yeah.
getting killed there too easy. But yeah, I think France can still get back into the game pretty well here. And just go some Magnus internals probably. And like at turn 90 you won't notice any difference between his sim and Spain's sim, because Spain obviously has to defend both Mapuche and Cree.
I mean, honestly, at this point, with the catapults bearing down on the city of Buddha, 6 turns looks like way too late. Even like 4 turns would be way too late. Like, these cities are gonna go down so fast after the walls go down.
Yeah, but if you look at it, well, the catapults need a couple of times to reach Estergom. So might be doable. It's very close, but wait, let's actually count. 1, 2, 3, but then they cannot shoot. So pretty much, and they will spend another turn shooting on Buddha. So yeah, so Estergom might maybe die in 7.
So 1 turn difference. Oh
Close,
my god,
I think.
that's very close.
It's very close.
Looking at the chat here.
At least close enough.
Yeah, looking at the chat here, they were pointing out the difference in science between TaskForceFish and Lege. We do have Lege on 18 science, while TaskForceFish is 51. If he does manage to get those caravels fast enough, he might actually take out 3 of the Cree cities. Even if Cree is not going to full die, he's going to have a serious problem developing an empire after that. Okay, there we go.
And
City of Buddha.
what may actually come into play, like we already saw that Rage has first moves on Phyrsos, right?
Yeah.
So like if it really comes down to the wire, Rage must first moves killing the city-state before Phyrsos can kill his last city. Which would not be unheard of.
True. Buddha did go down. Buddha is down. Rip Buddha. Like you said, the catapults will need quite a few turns there. The land doesn't actually help him out that much. At least he does have roads directly, and he's gonna get to use them. Estergom is full at the moment in the fortification health, but like 2/3 in the health. Let's see, where is this? Vatican City, Hungary. Okay, Hungary. 1, 2, 3, 4 turns away from hitting Vatican City. And of course,
and then,
Ethiopia bedding down.
Vatican City has to be low enough, right? So
yeah,
it's super close.
On the low enough, I'm very worried about, because these forces tend to do more damage than the city
more than
can
you
take.
want.
Yeah, exactly.
But very nice for this is having an archer there, which like there's one at least.
Yeah.
Which does like the little damage to say, okay, from now on we can slam with the horse, so we slam with the archer.
Yep.
Okay. I'm curious. Yeah, and as I thought, Maya's gonna go to caravels just to boost Leash. Leash has a very bad science, so we see Chuck on Buttress and 2 and Tusk as well.
Yep.
Leash going Masonry, which probably means he's gonna get his
the
walls up,
yeah.
and probably then just get a caravel inside the city center.
We don't have that many pre-builds coming up from Spain yet, and from what I've seen on the east side, Colosseum is getting up in AWNW. Looks like also Egypt is coming up with quite a few builders to improve his land. He did not go yet for pyramids. That's something that we're definitely looking for. And I do see him starting to put down his theater squares. I did notice over here Oracle getting built in Adva in Ethiopia as a second city. While he is going to go for Stonehenge in his capital, he's going to get an extra belief to work with. And I do see more holy sites coming out from his other cities. So he's going full into this faith generation for the next part of the game. Just chopped down his Stonehenge. I think honestly by how they're playing here, I think even Fez.
We see Fez getting tight, which is very shows the awareness of Ulyss team. Like they see Hungary levy something, okay, it must be for a purpose of killing a CS, and that's for this it's even worth it to put like super early Diplo quarter and just get the envoy and
check also with theology, like he really went out of the way to make this happen.
Well played. Yeah. Well played there.
Rage doesn't have a way to get an extra envoy in, and by the looks of it, that was his only chance to keep in the game here. Quite something. Kumasi got taken over by Mapuche. Looks like Mapuche also did manage to get those encampment training projects started in Apiramapo, where he did get his encampment. Spain is building a defensive line towards the north, and I do see a few French horses are starting to make their way towards Echo. Definitely France wants to plug the chokes there. Okay,
that's what I was a bit afraid of. Also, Spain is defending land with horses, but that's not gonna be enough, right? So Mapuche is gonna come with coursers or his UU. So yeah, they're gonna have the advantage there, and Spain can't really afford to get the same tech there because he still wants to get caravels. And we can say bye to Rage next turn probably. Maybe even this turn if he slams all into it.
Mahabodhi Temple coming out from Ethiopia. He did actually place down a decent amount of these theater squares and another city. Oh no, that's actually Estergon. Yeah, that's it. I thought he's gonna wait, but no.
And now he can maybe kill Jerusalem as well. Like he has a lot of units. He can still kill a city-state. Free city, and he has so many cities. He has a lot of commercials pre-built from Hungary that he just has to repair. A lot of very nice stuff for him now.
Well, he needed to go commercials anyway, so
that's
fine.
It's super nice.
Yeah. Well, imagine if they were encampments or something else, or holy sites. Anyway, we do see Phyrsos is gonna get a few commercials here from a commercial actually from Paris as well, and he's gonna need to start getting that science also. He's only on 2738. He's okay.
He's on construct. Yeah, it's okay. Like if you look at the other team science, it's okay. Also, he's going for Corsair play. Like I saw him on construction in 2 turns. He does have mercenaries already. So he's gonna upgrade all his horses into cursors and then get the spy and go with 6 intel against Spain. So Spain really has to defend quite a lot here. I'm not sure if he's gonna be able to do that.
Well, they're certainly gonna try. I don't know who...
But it's +6 France, it's +5 Mapuche, and it's Lege on the sea as well. But okay.
Yeah, it's a lot on his plate, I'm pretty sure. We do have Egypt managing to get the Colosseum. He's starting to get his amphitheaters. I didn't see the religion. Ethiopia did go for itinerant preachers. He's going to spread 30% further away. And he did start to build Mahabodhi Temple, but stopped actually, switched away the production towards an amphitheater. We got 8 more turns until the medieval era. And looking at how Ethiopia is going to start in the next part of the game, he's definitely trying to get as much culture as possible. I did notice something else though. Chuck is about to breach that 100 science mark. He's on 85 and 55 culture as well. He does have 150 production throughout his empire with 2, 4, 6, 7 cities, and he's gonna get. Wait, is he trying to get a cat here, or what is he doing? It looks like he's sending those horses towards the cat. One turning commercial from Uxmal did get entertainment complex with an arena. He probably tried to get or was thinking of getting the Colosseum also there, while he's getting a few traders from his other cities. I guess the biggest show will be next between Spain and Cree. We do see Cree getting the walls up in the Foro City, Pichtokahana Piwin, while Miki Sivacek is going to get a few more galleys out, and it is going to be a gold problem here for both of them. Of course, we do have Miel with Egypt, that is generating 75 gold a turn. They started those coastal trade routes here between Muel and between Egypt city on the coast and Harar. Ben did settle one city specifically for this, and it does help them out quite a bit. I think Spain's top city is a dead city. Unless he gets caravels like next turn. Can he get caravels? Yes, he does get caravels. Well, I mean, do they have gold? Because he doesn't have that much. No, he doesn't have that much gold.
I want to point out that there's one interesting thing going on. Like, change of circumstances, like pretty much all of the culture good is in full control about all the great people up in the east. So, like, there must be a reason why Ben wanted to pick Ethiopia, right? Maybe he can pull off some culture victory shenanigans. I don't know.
Yeah, like but in a 4 versus 2 situation.
He wants to copy Ethiopia.
Oh, don't get me wrong. Ethiopia is doing great here. In 4880 with 167 faith a turn, 84 production. He's doing nice. I guess the biggest question is, was the map proper for them or not? I'm very worried about Spain here in the north. He's going to get those Malon Raiders to hit his city next turn. I'm thinking TaskForceFish is going to try to at least get one of those caravels in the city of Foxtrot to increase the city defense strength to be to handle those Malon Raiders in the north, and then we're going to need to see when he's going to plug in the mercenary card. He doesn't have mercenaries. That's 180 gold that he's going to need to spend on that.
Boreal says the mainly thing was surely wage misplay, but was it really a misplay? Like, honestly, lately everyone is doing greedy multiple city openings. Is it really a misplay when then there's one guy who surprises you and kills you?
I mean, I guess he should have been watching his opponent more closely. That's the only thing.
Oh yeah, I mean, obviously he died, so...
Oh my god, he couldn't even get there. Sprig just went in and took out Foxtrot, no questions asked. Now he got through the choke with one of the Malon Raiders, and Spain is gonna have a serious issue here.
Was brutal, yeah.
Brutal
just to finish the point, like I was, like between these, I'm more willing to say that Phyrsos actually made a very good play rather than blaming Rage for misplay.
Oh yeah, definitely. Phyrsos did the correct move there. He saw his opponent, he saw the opportunity he has, and he took it. That's it. It's one of those decisions you have to make. On the other side, if the game went on and we would have not seen actually Phyrsos go over this, we'd have congratulated Rage for getting so many cities out so early and so on.
Yeah, exactly. Like, saying it's a misplay, you can only always say when you know the results. And this is very result biased.
Yeah. Jessica also, he's saying there was no other play there for France. I really think anyone would have done the same thing. Yes, I agree. I do think France was kind of forced to do this, and maybe if the land looked a little bit different, which this was not information given to Rage though. He did not get to scout how France's land looks like. He just saw a few tiles in the city of Rouen, and that's about it. This is a best of 3 cities, so we will have another game tomorrow and possibly a third game, I guess Monday or Tuesday, depending on when they will get to schedule. We'll see. I do believe we have the first ones getting through in the upper stage, right? We got WCG managing to win, and I think we got another round going towards a third game. Quite a few upsets going on. See if Australia did manage to win against Tranquility. Tranquility got back on track, and tomorrow we're going to have the third game between them. Quite a few interesting games coming up next year. But that's exactly what we want to see, right? The teams are so closely matched. It's amazing. Oh, we got Spain actually choosing to upgrade 3 of his caravels and going directly to Picto Kahana P-Wind's naval power to try to take out as many of these pre-builds as possible. Lege is 4 turns away from getting cartography, but he did manage to discover mercenaries, and that's going to allow him to upgrade a lot more boats. I think actually there aren't enough gold points for TaskForceFish to use to upgrade his galleys into caravels to make this attack worth. Oh no, the caravel just popped here. Yeah, kick W.
Yeah, we also see Marlon riders from Mapuche just gonna pillage everything, right? They're gonna pillage all the high adjacency campuses, gonna pillage the Golf Plaza and stuff.
Yeah.
And also it doesn't like, what does it give you? Like you kill even if you would be able to kill all the pre-builds from Lege, Lege can still get walls up. And in order to kill walls, you need frigates, and you won't get the frigates if all his campuses get pillaged. And there's it. Yeah.
There's the GG. They didn't see a way out of this. Ulyss takes the first game with an attack, a swift attack coming up from Phyrsos going against Rage. He managed to catch him off guard there, taking out the first 2 cities and then moving on towards his capital. We did have a 4 versus 3 situation. TaskForceFish did try to get this back. He wasn't there on time to actually get those upgrades in, and the gold was just not helping them out. We're going to need to see what they have to say about this, what were their thoughts during the game, and how they could have done this differently. Let's see. Let me actually put it up on the screen here soon. We're going to need to go into one of the debrief channels. You joining us, Paul?
Sure.
Okay, let's go for debrief 1. Let's see. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Whoa, Phyrsos, the man, the power, the tank.
Phyrsos, I really want to personally thank you for that. I've been waiting so long for a time for a guy putting down a foot and punishing the greedy openings from people.
Dude, I know Rage.
Oh yeah, rage.
Yeah.
Beautifully played, man. Heads up.
What a greeder.
I mean, it's the current meta, no? Like a lot of people try to greed everything out, but yeah, it's very well punished here.
I mean, for his defense, when you want to go for something military with Hungary, you also die to horses because you go encampment.
Yeah.
So it's a good save to horse rush, I think. Because
GG
if he
well
goes
played,
archer, he doesn't have anything for him.
Yeah, definitely. Also, you had very
Just
little
you?
alternatives on this land, right?
We do have a few questions here for CoC and TaskForceFish. If you would be kind enough to tell us what was the team strategy and what were your thoughts when you had to remap or not?
We had 2 people together, like we had 2 pairs, right? So we knew that it was going to be at least hard for one of us to full die. I guess we were mistaken. Rage went commercial opening, and then it was really slow to horses himself. So, and that's the pain of it if your opponent goes horse rush straight on, and the terrain looked decent enough for the horse rush, obviously, and they bought the horse. I
Yep.
think we just spent so much trying to keep him afloat after we knew that France was committing. That and now we're just in a place where we've spent so much, and we're all behind, and so that he's full dead, it's just too much to come back from. Like maybe with caravels, I could take a city or two from Lege, but even then, it's like their one tile access, and that's gonna take like frigates and stuff, and I don't know. I've got Mapuche to deal with, and then France on the side. So maybe, I mean, like we have some good free sim options, like with Ethiopia and Egypt over there, but it's just a bit. I think we just needed to play a bit safer, probably with Hungary. Like I had chokes, so I could be a bit greedy, and plug a few chokes, but for like the the opening part of the game. But Rage definitely had a big open area, and I think he had to go a lot more careful with his early build. But yeah, I think the map was fine. Like it was a perfectly okay map. Like we're okay with this. I don't know if upon review like all my teammates agree, but it looks fine. It just looks like we kind of the dominoes started falling, like when Rage lost the city and then the next city and so forth.
Yeah, from a caster POV, I would agree that the map was fair enough for both of the teams. Also, extremely good awareness on, I think it was Chuck on Maya, right?
Yeah.
To tie Fez, you guys probably realized that they are
Yeah, he
trying to
would-
kill
he
another
would have
city
used-
state, which
He would have used Fez to kill something else, but I knew approximately where was units of Fez, and we didn't so behind Ethiopia, so I knew it was like 5 to 10 turns maybe to kill something on north of Ethiopia. So I did my diplo quarter very fast to contest and let Phyrsos do the job.
I think we needed like 3 or 4 more turns from when he full died, and you slowed it down a turn or two. But yeah, just the fact that he's lost everything so fast, that's what really ruined this. Because if Hungary is still alive here, right? Like if it's stabilized and it's just like the front line is a little bit south of Pex, if he's okay there, then Rage and I can trade, and that's a lot of trade routes internationally. We can kill Yerevan together, and then we could have like a 2v2 of sorts with Mapuche and Catherine. Although I'll be fighting on the sea, but we have Moel and Ben like free simming away, and I'm pretty confident they can carry this if there's some time. But yeah, we just didn't have any time. Yeah, I think everything else was all right. It was a good play to go to rush Malons. Like I have to defend Malons, I have to go probably straight to Pikeman, and there's just if I do that, then I'm probably about the same time for caravels as Lege, because I had early science on him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just too tough. Obviously, it's like the land and naval double whammy.
Did Moel saw the settler that Lege deleted or not?
Yeah,
Oh.
Leash
Some point-
did delete the setter,
At
yeah.
some point in the game, he shift enter, I think, to save Gary,
Yeah.
and his fourth settler went straight into a scout of
Moel. Yeah.
and he was so sad.
Oh, I don't know
Yes,
if he noticed. I don't know if
but-
I can't remember if he said anything about that.
Well, the settler died anyway, so at least it wasn't taken over.
Yeah.
Well, it was a good fight, guys. Good job.
Yep.
And see you tomorrow then.
Yeah, GG.
Yeah.
GG, well played.
Yeah, yep.
GG, well played.
So I just question for Michael: when
Yeah.
will you announce the map ban for tomorrow? You will just before the map, or do you like?
There was a discussion on that. You just so yeah, I'm gonna do it in your channel now
Okay.
in a few minutes, I guess. Okay. Well, have a good evening, everybody, and GG, well played.
See you.
See you.
yeah, GG.
It was amazing.
You're welcome.
So there we have it. We saw CoC giving the first game to Ulyss right here, right now. Phyrsos did an amazing job over there, managing to get the Empire of Rage over here. With Captain the Medici, the Black Wing, he did manage to push through Pex and Debrecen quite quickly. Took over Bura and Estergom next, and then it was rolling ball of fire over here for. Like you heard the TaskForceFish talking about the dominoes falling. That's exactly what was starting to happen here. Ethiopia and Egypt couldn't actually get enough gold to give to TaskForceFish to upgrade enough boats to be successful to take over the Cree Empire as a naval, and then of course everything slowed down. We will have a second game tomorrow, same hour, 1930 GMT, and we're gonna see of course if it's gonna go for third game or not. Of course everybody wants to, you know, except I'm pretty sure Ulyss right now wants to finish this season, this series with a 2-0, but I'm pretty sure on the other side we got them. No, we gotta get back, we gotta we gotta defend our brand over there, the CoC brand. Cool Whip, thank you so much for the Prime set, and I do have to thank everybody for the support over here on the stream. I do want to thank also Justice and Paul for joining us and giving us that insight about what has happened during the game. Of course, I do also want to point out, if you're watching this from YouTube, please give this a thumbs up, and of course leave a comment down below if you want to know something or you did see something very interesting in the game. You can always take a look at the live stream on twitch.tv/OnSpotTV, and you can see the schedule on my Discord, information down below, or exclamation my Discord on Twitch. Without further ado, I'm gonna actually stop the stream right here, and we're gonna see each other tomorrow on 1900 GMT. We're gonna start up the second game of this. I'm gonna need to actually take a quick peek over there for the map bands, and of course see what will happen for the next games. Thank you so much for everything. Have a good evening, guys, and of course much appreciated for the subs and the gifts and everything, for the follows, and welcome, big welcome for the stream, to the stream. Good evening, bonne soirée, bye bye.